And today we're talking about what does it mean if my house tests high in radon, or the house that I'm trying to buy, if it tests high in radon, what do I do? So first off, it's not the end of the world. To mitigate radon, that's what they call it, a mitigation. It's relatively simple. It's about $2,000 in the grand scheme of things. It's not too hard to make it happen. And how often does it happen? It happens pretty often. About 1 in 3 homes in the Portland metro area test high in radon. And what's a normal reading? So a normal reading, according to the EPA, is 4. So anything below 4 and below, you do not have to mitigate for radon. Although the World Health Organization says that 2.79 should be remediated. So you might want to talk about what that means for you and whether it's important to you to get it mediated between 2 and 4. And I've seen stuff as high as 30. So it really depends. But radon is an odorless, colorless gas that is heavy. So it stays in the lowest part of a house. So mostly you're going to see it accumulate in the basement first. And that's why they test in the basement first. But again, it's relatively easy to remediate. And so just make sure you get that tested, and then we can negotiate it as part of the sale, or it can be done before closing. It's really not that difficult. Of course, as always, and you're probably wondering, what the heck does it do, right? Radon causes lung cancer. That's the gist of it. So not really something you want to trifle with unless, and actually it's probably worse for people who smoke. So you really want to be aware of it. If you're selling a home with a radon mitigation system, a lot of times the buyer is still going to want to test it to make sure that it works appropriately. And if it doesn't, it's sometimes just replacing the fan. That's usually about $700. So not the end of the world, no big deal, especially in the grand scheme of a $500,000 and $600,000 sale. And then what does the system look like? So it is very simple, very elegant. It's just a pipe under the ground sucking down on the foundation of the property. And then there's a little pipe that goes outside the house, and it's attached to a fan, and that fan is just constantly running and sucking air underneath the property. So elegant fix. It usually works most of the time to get it under, frankly, under the World Health Organization's level. So it's a really easy, simple and easy as far as hazards in your home go. As always, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see you all. And if you're dying for more content, head over to our YouTube channel. We'll see you over there. Take care.